Hello, welcome to this channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the impact of manufacturing sector on economic development in Nigeria. Remember, Project NG is a website that provides already written projects for final year students. All you have to do is to visit the website, select your department, as you can see, ranging from accounting, agricultural, biochem, building technology, chemistry, computer engineering, computer science, education, English, food technology, geology, history, and much more. The particular topic we are discussing today is from Economics Department, which is the impact of manufacturing sector on economic growth in Nigeria. If you come to the abstract, you can see that manufacturing sector is significant to economic development. In considering Nigeria economic development experiences, the study is an insight on how manufacturing sector can influence Nigeria economic growth by facilitating the transfer of technology and other associated benefits. The objective of this study were to determine the impact of manufacturing sector on Nigeria economic growth and to investigate the major constraints confronting the Nigeria manufacturing sector. Data for this study was obtained from secondary source, and the techniques used in the research was ordinary square regression method. If you come down, you understand that government must ensure political stability and also invest in people, since high economic performance is the function of the people working in the country. Capacity development. Government should pursue favorable policy framework and provide necessary infrastructure and create an enabling environment that will foster huge investments in research and development. If you take down to this particular project from the chapter 1, which start with the background of the study, you can see that manufacturing sector plays a significant role in economic development. Industry act like a catalyst that accelerate the pace of structural transformation and diversification of economy to enable a country to fully utilize its factor environment and to depend less on foreign aid and supply finished goods and raw material for the economic growth, development, and sustainability. In other words, Nigeria, which is being used as a case study, has to always be realized that economic development requires growth with structural change. In considering Nigeria economic development experience, therefore, it is instrumental to examine the growth and structural change in certain major aspects of the economy. If you come down, you have to understand that the extent of economic regression occasioned by the collapse of world oil market from the early 90s, early 80s, and the associated sharply fall in foreign exchange earning have adversely affected economic growth and Nigeria development. Other problems of economic include the excessive dependence on import of consumption and capital goods, dysfunction social and economic structure, unprecedented fall in capacity utilization rate in industry, and neglect of agricultural sector, among others. If you come down again, you can understand that despite the introduction of Structural Adjustment Program (SAP) in 1986 and was to address this problem, no notable improvement took place. From a middle income nation in 1970s and early 80s, Nigeria is today among the 30 poorest nations in the world and still going down when you compare to what is happening. The path to economic recovery and growth may require increased production in input land, labor, capital, and technology, and increase in their productivity. If you come to the statement of the problem, you can understand from this particular project that Nigeria industrial development and manufacturing in Nigeria is a classic illustration of how a nation could neglect a vital sector through policies inconsistency and distraction attributed to the discovery of oil Adiola in 2005. That a country of oil is a major source of employment and its benefits to the other sector in the economy is limited, since the government has not adequately developed the capacity to pursue the more value added activity and of the petrochemical value chain. As a result, the oil industry does not allow for a agglomeration of technology spillover effect. If you come down again, you also noticed the hardest interest rate, dumping of cheap products, infrastructure inadequate, lack of effective agency, low patronage, unfair tariff regime. It is in light of this foregoing that the study seeks to evaluate the role of manufacturing sector in Nigeria economy. If you come down again, you can see the object of this study, which is the study has to be central objective of exploring the issues relating to how manufacturing sector can influence Nigeria economic growth by facilitating the transfer of technology and other associated benefits, while the specific term the study is set to determine the impact of manufacturing sector on Nigeria economic growth. Two is to investigate the constraint confronting Nigeria manufacturing sector. The research hypothesis were also there, the significance of this study, and if you come down to the scope of the study, this shows that the role of Nigerian manufacturing sector in relation to the growth of economy. The major constraint that confront the sector will be to identify the cause of examining the overall development sector and also to analyze the contribution of manufacturing sector to the economic growth of Nigeria, and is restricted to the period of 2013 to 2017 using an only relevant performance indicator such as the index of manufacturing production, manufacturing capacity utilization rate. And if you come down to the terms which we have fully defined here, you can see where productivity is defined as an economic measure of an output per unit of input. Input include labor and capital, while output is typically measured in the revenue and other gross domestic product (GDP). If you come down again, you can see where economic development is also defined as the focus of federal, state and local government to improve our standard of living through the creation of job and support of innovation and a new idea, the creation of high wealth and creation of overall better quality life. If you come down to where industrial policy was defined, e state that for industrial policy of a country, sometimes the node IP is the official strategy effort to encourage the development and growth part of all the manufacturing sector. So you can get this full work by clicking on get the full work. You'll be able to download this particular project, the full work starting from chapter 1 to chapter 4 in PDF or in doc format straight to your system, so you can use it to read and review and do other necessary things during your final year project. Remember, Project NG provide a wide range of project topics ranging from accounting, agricultural, architect, banking and finance, and lot more. All you have to do is to click on your preferred department, whether it's law, marketing, mass communication, and you'll be able to select from the list of already written projects for your research paper. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification button so you can see other wonderful video once we upload. Thank you.